Hi, this is John. It is March 31st, 2023. As of today, I'm officially 6 months sober. Pretty crazy. I'm feeling great. I'm doing great. Just sleeping great. My clarity is great. My eating habits are great. My weight is great. It's just a good feeling. I never imagined, say 5 years ago, that I would be at this point. I actually, just this week, I was trying to do kind of the math on thinking back to when was the last time I went a week without drinking. And I really had to think hard about it. And I came up with, I think I was probably 25 or 26. That's 1 week without alcohol. That was 25 plus years ago. And here I am 6 months with no alcohol. But that's obviously shows you I've been drinking a long time. Last 10 years, it just progressed and got worse. So I want to make this video kind of short because I know, and I'm sure you feel this way, whenever I see a video on YouTube that's over like 7 minutes, I don't watch it because apparently 7 minutes is a long time now. So I just wanted to cut to a few things. You can see my other videos for a lot. Some of the things, I've talked about how great everything is, and it really is. And, one of the things, thinking about how long I've been drinking, I've been married 22 years and I drank the entire time. Not every day. I mean, I did drink almost every day the whole time. But one of the things when I was sober at the 2-month mark, I asked my wife, okay, so been sober 2 months, what do you think? And, am I annoying now? I don't know, because I've never really gone that long without drinking. And so she said, of course, it's so great. She's so happy. She was always concerned. And then she said something interesting where she said, you're present. And I thought about that, and it was like I was there, but I wasn't present. I wasn't mentally present, because we do great things together. We hang out 24/7. We're always together. We're doing all these things, but I'm rarely ever sober. And so I'm never really 100% there. And that's what she meant. And so it's great that I am now, for both of us, especially for her. But for me too, it feels great. I know that I'm more present, in just everything that I do. And so really wanted to just hit again those of you that haven't yet quit. So if you're watching this, I'm assuming that you're either in the process or you're thinking of it and you're kind of looking for some maybe advice. I don't know. But let me just hit you with this. So first off, I've said this before, but to be really clear and quick, there's a difference between an alcoholic and a drinker. An alcoholic is chemically addicted to alcohol, A, and B, doesn't have the ability to stop once they start. A drinker can drink 3 or 4 beers and go home and be fine, watch TV, whatever. An alcoholic drinks 3 or 4 beers, goes home, and continues drinking, okay? So I was an alcoholic. I am an alcoholic. If that's what you are, then that's what I can give advice on. And I really do, like I've said before, if you are chemically addicted, you need to seek medical detox. And I am a big advocate of rehab. Maybe because that's all I know that worked. I tried to quit on my own. That was a stupid idea because of the medical part. But anyway, just wanted to get to that quick. Now, you may be saying, or maybe you're asking yourself, how did you get to where you are, right? You're an alcoholic. You drink every day, or you drink a lot, or maybe you drink every other day, but when you do drink, you drink a lot. But you are what you are, right? And so, how did you get there? I don't care. Was it genetics? My dad's an alcoholic. My uncle was an alcoholic, so maybe it was genetics with me. Probably had an influence, I'm sure. Was it some poor family life that you had? Was it, that I don't know, you had a situation happen, you're depressed about something, who cares? It doesn't frickin' matter how you got to where you are. You are where you are for a reason, okay? So, but what you can do is you can change what you are. So I firmly believe, and to the point that I believe this is 100% true. Everything happens for a reason. Every possible thing in your life happens for a reason for something else. So, okay, genetics. You were born an alcoholic. You don't have I can't not be an alcoholic. I was born an alcoholic. That's the best excuse, right? But that happened for a reason, because at some point in your life, you're going to do like what I did, and hopefully, and you're going to get sober, and you're going to realize how great your life is. Rather than spend all this time being depressed and woe is me and look what happened to me, or that's a waste. But it had to happen to get you to this point. Nobody can tell you you need to quit drinking. Nobody can make you quit drinking. Even if you get thrown into rehab because of some crime you commit, you're not going to quit drinking unless you want to. So it is 100% on you. If you want to truly stop, you can do it. You can absolutely do it, okay? And there's help out there. So keep that in mind. Don't focus on why me, look at all the things that happened, I didn't have a choice. Who cares? Maybe you really didn't have a choice, because everything happens for a reason. You think of your best friend and how you met them when you first met them, and you didn't know them 5 minutes before you met them. What if you wouldn't have met him at that moment? You weren't in that same class. You didn't work at that same company. You didn't meet at that same bar, whatever. If that single event didn't happen, you wouldn't be friends. So it's the same thing, with alcohol and quitting alcohol. These events happened, which helped produce you into an alcoholic, and the events now are going to help you become a sober alcoholic. You're still an alcoholic, you just can't drink, and you're not going to drink, and you don't want to drink. So that's the attitude you need to have, is focus on the fact that you can change your life, and you're not sacrificing or giving up something you're going to be angry about. You're gaining something. You're trading something in. You're trading in alcohol and putting this poison in you for a better life. And I can tell you firsthand, it is a better life in every possible way. There's still going to be problems in life, because that's life. There's going to be problem with a job or with a family member, or finances or whatever. That stuff's going to be there no matter what. At least you're going to be there to be a part of it, and to have clarity to see through it, whether that's seeing through your emotions or figuring out a way to fix the problem. But you're going to be there. So just remember that only you can decide whether or not to do this. There is nobody else that's going to grab a drink and hold your hand and force you to drink it. That is you that is doing that, and only you can stop doing that. And I'm not saying it's easy, because it's not. I firmly believe rehab is the way to go. And so, if you're really committed, I would recommend that. If you're chemically addicted, you have to at least do chemical detox, medical detox. So all of that aside, right? Let me just hit you up with some facts. On top of all of this is the literal facts of health, right? And really, when we're talking alcohol, we're talking your liver, right? So everybody knows about cirrhosis. We hear about it. That's the drinker's fear, right? So I want to give you some numbers, and these are my own personal numbers. So SGOT is a blood test you can get done. It's very simple. It's a standard blood test, and it measures specifically around things that, as cirrhosis, measures your liver. And a normal range is between 5 and 40. So yesterday I got my blood test, 6 months sober, and I was 20, which is right in the middle. Perfect. It's like I never drank before, right? Healthy person. September, before I started rehab, I was 143. So I was almost like 4 times the high limit, right? 6 months ago. So the other one is GGT, which is another overall test that tests multiple things, but it's focused on the liver and the enzymes that get produced. A normal range of GGT is 8 to 78. Yesterday, I was 27. Perfect. Right in the middle, like a 30-year-old non-drinker. I don't know if that's true, but really good numbers. Really completely could not be any more normal. September of last year, I was 600. 600. So just those simple facts alone, and you can get a blood test yourself, go to the doctor, and the next day you can read your own numbers. But that simple test alone, I was on the fast track to killing myself. And I don't even know how many more years I would have had left. That's something to think about. So all of these things piled together, don't worry about how you got to where you were or where you are, because that's a part of life. Everything was meant to happen for a reason, and it did, to get you to where you are today. Know that you can have an influence on tomorrow, and know that you're not giving up something, you're trading something in for something better. So, and on top of all that is your health. So I really hope that you take the next steps. Like I said, I recommend rehab. Really hope you make an effort to do that. And I hope that this helps in some way, knowing that I'm just a regular person. I'm 53. Wasn't easy, but I did it. So I don't know if I'll do another video. I may do one at a year. We'll see. But sorry this wasn't under 7 minutes. But all the best. Take care.